Hi guys, it's Andy from mcfcfantv. Well, it's half time, and as we know, it's 2-0 Man City. Superb performance, controlling, dominating. They've had one or two slight chances, but overall, I think they've been absolutely incredible. Very domineering, and I think Stones and Ake have looked very strong at the back. But what a difference Fernandinho going into midfield. Again, those who said he was finished in midfield, he's still class, absolutely class. And don't forget, this is a Wolves team. This is a Wolves team that people were saying, oh, you know, I think we're going to get beat, we're going to get this, we're going to do that. We have just pushed them back and pushed them back. We've kept the passing really slick, and yeah, it's total domination. And Kevin De Bruyne should have scored, should have made it 3-0. I really want that 3-0 or third goal certainly to alleviate the City-itis. But overall, great first half, brilliant performance, and yeah, let's hope for more in the second half. Let's hope we don't get tired because it's our first game, and you know, they start pushing the likes of Traore, who's been non-existent so far, further forward, because at the moment, playing in that wing-back role, he's doing nothing. Now, it might be a different story if they do push him in a bit further forward and start really having a go at Mendy and John Stones. But Ake and Stones look very comfortable, very, very comfortable. Mendy's had a decent game. I think Jesus is a red card waiting to happen, purely because he's had about 6 or 7 fouls on him. The refs give nothing. He's getting frustrated. He just needs to keep his cool. But overall, great first half. Wonderful goal to start us off at 1-0. Whether it's a penalty or not, I'm not too sure, but a good penalty by Kevin De Bruyne, and then a great second goal. Brilliant cutback by Raz for Phil Foden. It just shows his importance in this team. For those who said he might be going on loan, you remember that one, Martin. But anyway, good first half. Let's see what the second half brings. Well, as we know, 3-1. That's the scorer predicted. But yeah, it was a tight game. Wolves had 2 or 3 very good chances which they potentially should have scored from. Bit of slack in the second half. It looked like a few people were getting a little bit tired. Good to see Pep making some changes. Sterling, I thought in the second half, was a bit lazy, if I'm being honest. I don't think he helped Mendy at all, and I think Pep was getting a bit annoyed with the fact that he wasn't tracking back. He did it more towards before he came off, but yeah, he was leaving Mendy isolated with Traore, and you know, it's the golden rule, innit? If you've got somebody who's quick, just show him inside, especially seeing as though he's right-footed, because his crossing isn't the best. But he just kept giving him 5 or 6, 7 yards to just push the ball past him, and he'll do that to any fullback. He's that quick and that strong. But apart from that, it's sort of Mendy started to learn a little bit more. He was dragging more people over. Fernandinho and Rodri tried to help out, even though some of their tackles wasn't the best. But overall, I think City were the best team. I think after we sort of weathered that 5-10 minute period when they had 2 or 3 chances, I thought we should have gone on and scored more, if I'm being honest. Couple of greedy efforts when we could have maybe have just retained the ball a little bit more. But overall, we got the victory, 3-1. You've got to be pleased with that away at Wolves, first game of the season. And yeah, it is what it is. And that's another record broken by City. I think that's 10. Is it 10 wins out the first game of the season? That's a record for City. So yeah, it's first game. We haven't had any pre-season, and I think the boys did really well. First half, I think we were absolutely superb. Second half, we sort of let them back in it on a few of occasions, but we got back into dominating the ball again. I thought Ake did really well. I couldn't remember him losing a header that he actually went for. He looked very solid at the back. I thought Stones did well tonight, Stones, and there was a couple of occasions where he sort of switched off, but overall I think he did really well with his headers and his passing and his tackling as well. Fernandinho and Rodri First half were absolutely superb. Second half, Rodri drifted out of the game a little bit for me, but Fernandinho was still superb with his passing, moving the ball forward. But overall, I think it was a really, really good performance by the boys, and you got to be pleased. First game, 3 points, 3 goals. It's a win, and onwards to the next game. But this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. City, first game of the season, 3-1. See you soon.
Hi guys, it's Tom here. Hope everybody's well. Man City 3, Wolves 1. Good first half. We weren't that good in the second half. I didn't really think we got into the game. There was a 15-minute spell between 55 minutes and 70 minutes. 15 minutes. We looked pretty flat. You know, there's still things to be done. I know we've just won 3-1, but there's still things to be done. Yeah, you know, there's players that have played well. Kevin played well. I thought Jesus did good, but I thought the defence did pretty well. But there's just we're not good enough. You know, we're a little bit flat. I don't know if that's just because we've just come back. You know, we're still hurting from the Lyon result. There's something that's not quite clicking yet. There's no Galacticos. There's no you know, big sign that's coming to change what's happened. We haven't really changed anything from last season whatsoever, other than bringing Ake in, who I thought did pretty well, and Ferran, who only got 5 or 6 minutes. You know, there's still a lot to come from both of those two. You know, in the next coming days, I'm speaking now, we're in talks with Kouande. You know, if we bring him in, fair enough, that's okay. But, you know, it's still not a big leader that we need. We need somebody like that. You know, Laporte's not that leader. You know, I thought Walker played very well today. You know, he was always there getting the ball. Stones and Ake, Mendy played well. You know, they all played well, but it's just one of those things. I thought the officiating was absolutely shocking, as per usual. I know we got the penalty, but it was pretty obvious. You know, Jesus got fouled about 18 times. He fouls them once and he gets a red card, a yellow card. And the same with Mendy, he fouls Traore once and he gets a yellow card. But the other way around, Jesus gets kicked in the for the same sort of foul from Cody, from Bolly, from everybody, you know, and none of them get a yellow card. You know, the officiating's still as crap as ever. You know, we might be going through a pandemic, but one thing that's not changed throughout it is how crap they are at refereeing. But yeah, we move on. I think, I can't remember off the top of my head who is the next game. I think it's Leicester. I think it is. But yeah, whoever we go on to play in the Premier League next, you know, we just need to go with that attitude. Hopefully we have, you know, Mahrez was on the bench tonight, which was obviously good to see him back. Laporte hopefully back. You know, obviously we're going to be missing Sergio. We need to be looking at that because we can't really afford to be going on and on just relying on Jesus, because if he gets injured we've got nobody to go up front. So rather than looking at Messi for 5 weeks or however long it bloody was, we should have gone out and just got the business done rather than messing around, you know, just bloody sort it out sort of thing. But yeah, we go on to the next one. You know, we played pretty well. I'd just like to say before I finish, best wishes and speedy recovery to Gundogan after getting, you know, COVID today. Obviously got tested for it today, so I hope he's back soon. He's a good asset to the squad, you know. And obviously, yeah, hopefully in the next few weeks we can sort out some transfers. Hopefully look for another, obviously another, the defender's key. We need to get a defender in, but we need to look at who was going to come in the next few seasons to, you know, stay in the squad and make a big impact like De Bruyne does, like Aguero's done, like Company did, like Silva did, like Zaba did, like Yaya Toure did, like Dzeko did. You know, I'm naming all these players that we haven't replaced. We've replaced them with 20, 30, 40 million pound signings that haven't really hit it as of yet. But yeah, hopefully in the next few weeks we can get a full strength squad back. Obviously I can name, you know, a lot. Aguero, Laporte, you know, Cancelo was injured, you know, Bernardo, Gundogan, obviously out with COVID, you know, we've got a few that need to come back in, and hopefully that can sort it out, because it does need it. We've won 3-1, but you know, if Wolves were on their game and shooting, they could have turned that game around. You know, Wolves are a side that are quite good. But obviously we've got a few big games coming up. You know, Leeds United are coming up as well. You know, look how they played. You know, but yeah. it's just one of them. I'm happy with the result, you know. I'm just concerned that we haven't really changed much, really, from the disappointing result of Lyon. You know, people criticised the team, and there's only 2 changes that have come in that haven't really made a detrimental impact to the performance. So yeah, but yeah, on to the next one now. You know, it's always City. Happy that we've won. So yeah, take care, like the video, guys, and look after yourselves. And always, up the Blues.
I don't want wine. Hush. Hi guys, Ryan here. That's going to be a great start. I don't want wine. 3-1 victory over Wolves. It's a good result to start the season. Overall, I thought we were comfortable throughout. Wolves didn't really threaten us. I thought they were on top for the majority of the second half, to be fair, but didn't seem overly threatening with their crosses. The majority of which obviously came from Adama Traore on Mendy's side, who I thought easily our worst player on the pitch, Mendy, today. But everyone else I thought had a good game, solid, and then our attacking players from De Bruyne to the front three all had very good games. Don't mind the bottle of wine opening. Fernandinho I thought was solid. Rodri same. De Bruyne I thought ran the show from midfield as he usually does. Foden played well. Tracks back brilliantly as he usually does. Jesus still needs to work on the offside rule, obviously. Doesn't seem to have a great grasp on how that works, but I'm sure it'll come in time. We've only been waiting for 3 seasons. I thought Ferran Torres seemed fine when he came on. Hopefully he'll improve and become more of a starter. Defence, solid enough. I thought Stones did well. Ake did well. Walker, solid. Mendy was only the real weak point there in that game, personally, from what I thought. So, good win to start the season. Hopefully we can move on to the next game against Leicester, play just as well. But obviously we'll need all the points we can get to beat Liverpool. They played very well against Chelsea, so it is what it is, but I'm still perfectly confident going into this season.